This is the ceremony where the son comes in, and the father's the king. He has the big sword. And the son comes in with his small sword, and he comes up to his father, and he says, "Kneel, my son." And so he kneels. He goes, "It's come to the point in your life where you're to be knighted. And I knight you today." And the son stands up, and he's now a knight, and he says, "I vow to serve this kingdom, and we shall be protected forever, and we will fight the beasts that challenge our lands, and no one shall beat us, and we shall forever thrive as a country united." And then he starts walking and thinking. He's just pacing in his bedroom now. He's envisioning the future for his life. And he's thinking about battles that have been fought in the past. He's looking at a table that has a battle set out on it. He's thinking about it. And then they show the king watching his son. You can see him looking through another window. And he's proud of his son. He's thinking, "My son is going to be a strong, mighty hero." He says, "I'm so proud." And then the son, and the knight is laying in his bed at night, looking up at posters he has on top of his ceiling of great knights of old that did great things for the kingdom. And he's waiting for his day to where he can be a hero and to where his life will be changed forever. And some other stuff happens too. It's just getting... Usually I start later in the song, so now I'm running out of things to say. And then he wakes up the next day, he says, "I'm gonna go out and do something. I'm gonna go train with my master." And they're playing, and he trips him, and then he helps him up, and then they start fighting again. And then it fades out. The next thing you see is a battle, an epic battle. And you see the two armies at each other, and they're running at each other like this. And the other one's coming from this direction. And they come together and they're like... And then they're like... He pushes them off. They come back together. And they're clashing. And they're just clashing together. Now remember, this is the knight's soul of the king. So he's fighting them. He's like... They're pushing back and forth. They're like... No! And it's like... Oh no! You're getting the king down on the ground! The king is about to get his head cut off. He's fighting it so hard. He's pushing. And he's like, he's pushing, he's standing up. He's getting stronger. He's pushing him back. He's like, pushes him back. And the other knight stumbles back. And they start fighting. And then the king, he's losing his strength. He's getting weaker. And he's back down again. And it's even worse this time. And he's about to chop his head off and he's like... He gets up. And he cuts that guy in the heart. He's dead. And then the king doesn't see someone come up behind him. No! And when the son sees it, he's like, "No, father, wait!" And he runs over, and the son pulls it out. And his father's on the ground. And he's like, "My son, I'm not going to make it. You have to take care of your mother and your sister and protect the kingdom. And the son's looking at his father. He's like, no, Father, we can save you. It's not too late. Don't give up hope. Somebody help us. We need help. Someone, please. Father, wait, just hold on. And his father's down. He's like, son, it's going to be all right. You're stronger now. You can handle this. You're stronger than me. You're going to be a great king. I'm not going to make it. He's like, Father, just wait. Just a little bit longer. Don't die. Stay there, please. And then the father just doesn't make it. And he's like, and the son's like, no, Father, no. He says, and he gets up, he takes his father's sword, and he decides, I'm going to have to be the new ruler of this kingdom. I have to protect my people. I have to redeem my father's life. And he starts walking off into the distance. Looks back at his father. Sees him dead there on the ground. You see him wipe his stones. Because he's getting upset. And he starts thinking evil thoughts. The scene gets darker now. He starts thinking, I'm gonna have to get back at someone for this. And then you see him walk off into the fog. But then, in the next scene, he's walked for a long ways. And he's come to a jungle clearing. This is where he is. He's walking through, and he sees a pool of water. He lays his sword down and starts to splash water in his face. Whoosh, whoosh, and then he drinks some. And he's thinking about happy thoughts, like his family. He decides that his father was a good man, and he has to be an even better man to make his life worth the loss. And then he sees this girl, and she's bathing. And he's like...
And she's crying. Oh my gosh! Are you done?
Well, I don't know. For some reason, this seems to be going a lot slower this time.
Keep going, keep going.
And so, he goes over to talk to said girl. And he says, I am Sir Bloody-Blah of Shyamalan. And she looks at him like... And they both kind of like, hey. And they start, they start walking together.
Is that like if Shamrock and Babylon had a baby?
Kinda. Shyamalan.
Tony, keep going.
I don't know what else to do right now. And then they started dancing. They made a campfire and it's nighttime and they're like... And it's happy. It's happy.